Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Collins. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats offense will have the first possession of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it, he can run, he can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's going to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Takes the handoff. It's Wilcox. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Pocket starts to collapse.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Kentucky will be forced to punt, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw in the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Feeling some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold on with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punt. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a burn.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quick release on the RPO. Tackled immediately after the catch. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Coming after it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room. It's Wilcox. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Working that left side now. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front. The offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them to crawling or do whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looking for a deep man. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like, oh, what a grab by the defense. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 9 to Georgia Tech.
They'll throw it on first down.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. First and 10. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires left. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. And now this offense will take the field again. With jet sweep pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for room, it's Love. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 35, he's got room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
What a great run there. A 3rd-and-1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
Playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
You know, you got to be careful when you're throwing against this cornerback on the perimeter of the field because he has unbelievable short area quickness, and he can break on the pass immediately, and you saw it right there on that interception.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Wants to throw. It's Vandergrift. He finds his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but not able to get to the 1st down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Key. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, still short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing in a zone defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're an offense, let's just stay out of our way and find at what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Going up top on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Gilbert. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Kentucky! What a grab and go for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the single back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Discards a man. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It is hard to continually get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly,
and he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
And it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Looking to pass, it's Vandergrift. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Handoff from the shotgun. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. All wideouts, no backs.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got him down And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down.
First down for the offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First down for this offense.
And first down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
Quick handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Here on third down for this offense. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not